come to the final day of my series on Galatians 5 and 22. The fruit of the Spirit is self-control. Self-control is something that I think we all tend to sometimes have and then sometimes lack. It seems like, in one situation you're able to hold back and be reserved, and then other ones you can't either hold back what you're going to say, you can't hold back your body language. The thing about self-control is it's not the lack of ability. Being able to be self-controlled doesn't mean that you aren't able to do something. It means that you can do it, but you choose not to. You back away and are reserved. There's two instances I think of when I think of Jesus exercising and showing self-control. One of them is after he was baptized, he was led into the desert to be tempted. And, for all intents and purposes, the three ways that Satan tempted Jesus, he could have performed any one of those things. He could have proven himself, but he exercised self-control. He didn't give in to the temptation to show what he could do. He knew he could do it. He was assured of himself, and so he exercised self-control in not doing it. And the second one, at the end of his life, Jesus is there hanging on the cross. And, he assures his disciples that, I could have called 10,000 legions of angels to save me, but he exercised self-control. He was reserved. It was a greater purpose in what he did. It wasn't that he couldn't do it, is that he chose not to for better reasons. So in instances in your life, it's not that you don't maybe physically have the ability, but it's an exercise in self-control for you not to. Maybe not to say those things, maybe not to go in that place. It's just beneficial for you not to do it. Paul says everything is permissible, but not everything is beneficial. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. The fruit of the Spirit is self-control, knowing when to say no, knowing when to hold back, knowing when not to go there. It may seem, easy, but it's not the right thing to do. Exercise self-control. Be sensitive to the Spirit living inside of you, as you build and develop these fruits in your life. It's something that we all work on continually as we are, looking at ourselves and trying to, work on this spiritual man to become more and more like Christ, who set the example. He was all the things: goodness, love, joy, peace, goodness, kindness, gentleness, faithfulness, self-control. So thanks for tuning in through this series. Look for more series to come, and we hope to see you again real soon. God bless.